Hello guys, this is my take two. I am Claudette. This is Miss Puff Creative Corner. Came on a few minutes early. My take two, I am trying a new stream to do my live videos. And I did one earlier today, but when I did the crafting section, the sound didn't come out. So I'm just testing this second one to see how it's going. And I came on a few minutes early. So I'm just going to wait. We're scheduled for 11:20. All right, so it's that time, guys. Like I said, I'm Claudette with Miss Puff Creative Corner, and I am starting some live streams. I'm using a new stream studio, and I'm testing that out. It's sort of like when you buy a house or apartment, you want to drive by different times of the week and different times of the day and see how things are working out. Like I said, I tried the live streaming this afternoon, and the crafting portion that I did, the sound didn't come out. So if you're there on the sidelines, come on in. Let me know if you're hearing me. Leave me a comment. For streaming on Facebook plus YouTube at the same time. If you guys are over on Facebook and just give and you want to leave a comment, you have to give Streamyard permission to use your name and your avatar, your picture, to leave a comment. And that would be greatly appreciated. That would help me out to let me know if everything is working with this new application that I'm using. So anyway, I'm in Orlando and it's Eastern time here and it's 11:21 p.m. All right, so if you're there, let me know where you're watching from. And I'm going to be doing a pocket card. So I'll be creating that tonight. Like I was saying earlier, one of my pen pals sent me this pocket card here, and I didn't realize that it had an actual note in it. So I've been seeing a lot of YouTube videos doing these pocket cards, and I see that, hey, look, that it could open, and I won't tell you how long I discovered that you could open this, and she left me a little note in there, because sometimes when we send exchange cards, we leave it blank inside so you could stamp it and send it to somebody else. So I thought that was like that, because when I pull it out, it was nothing in the back and nothing back here. So like I was saying, sometimes your recipients don't know how to open some of the different layouts that we create, or they have different fun fold cards. Sometimes it's hard to figure out how to open those, and I had that issue with this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I recreated this pocket card. And again, if you're out there on the sidelines, let me know if you could hear me there, okay? Hi, Wanda. Can you hear me okay? Okay, so Wanda is there. Thank you for tuning in. Hope all is well with you. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and let you guys take a look at the table where my crafting is going to be. I'm going to switch you guys over. And it's also so funny when I had some green cards, they had like a green filter on, and the color green was not even showing up. They were showing like a black hole or different kind of pictures on that. So I had a green filter on, so I had to redo that or take that filter off. So like I said, this is a learning curve for me on Streamyard. So hopefully we'll get it right. I'll do it a couple times and get comfortable with that. Thank you, Wanda. I was just wondering, so I'm going to switch over here to my tabletop and let me know if you guys could still hear me. Okay. So I am going to be using Stampin' Up! Products, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I have my channel on YouTube, which is Miss Puff Creative Corner, as well as my Facebook channel page is Miss Puff Creative Corner. I also have a blog, and you guessed it right, it's MissPuffCreativeCorner.com. All right, so I'll be featuring the ice cream corner suite is what I'm going to be making my pocket cards out of. And this is a very happy, beautiful cherry sweet. And we all want a bit of happy in our life around this time, right? So they have a stamp set, and this is in the Photo Palmer stamp set. And the Photo Palmer stamps are clear stamps. So they have like beautiful saying in here, ice creams and ice cream cones. They have a punch that comes with this. So you have it punch out the cones and it punch out the ice cream scoops. I hope you could see that. They have that glare from the light. Comes with a beautiful ribbon to match the paper. And I find that this ribbon is kind of, it doesn't have, let's see, it's not as silky. It's a little rough, I would say. It's beautiful. It makes a nice bow, but it doesn't have slip, like you have some nice little silky ribbon that has a little slip. It's kind of grippy. But you see, create a nice bow. Okay, so you guys are still hearing me okay, I take it. And also it comes with some sprinkles, so you could make shaker cards with these. And now let's look at the beautiful designer series paper. And what you get, these are 12 by 12. You're going to get 12 sheets, and they're double-sided. They have prints on both sides. We call these designer series paper, or some people would say printed paper. So we'll go through those and see how delicious that looks. So this is like you could stamp this out and create the cone. Use your punch to do that. And this is how it would look. And this print will be nice for your masculine projects as well. And this is a nice diagonal stripe, and it has like different shades of purple. And look at these little blotches right here. And you could use this to cut out your ice cream scoops with that same punch. And this is a couple that I cut out here with the ice cream scoops. Beautiful patterns. So So I'm so glad that the green is coming out. Okay, so you could say this have a variation of that green. It's just not one solid color green if you look at that. Then you have your ice cream cones. You have your sprinkles. You have your popsicles. And look at those beautiful, colorful stripes. All right, so I'm going to show you a couple of the cards that I'd made earlier. And then I'll go ahead and recreate. Okay, so these are, this is the one card that I made, sample that I made offline. And I added some little drops, raindrops. It just could be like the sweat, you know, from the ice cream when it sweats. I don't know if you guys could see that. So that's a little insert. And so I said right here, thank you. And you could also put, I said, treat yourself. You could put gift cards within these. And the one that I created this afternoon, where you couldn't hear my voice, was this. So I did both halves on this side, have the sentiment there in the middle. And I created this one with a little pocket, and you could put a gift card in here. It says, you melt my heart. And then I put happy birthday, and then I created a little pocket right here so you could put your gift card. So I was mentioning also, besides putting your little inserts, your little sentiments in here, you could also add little gifts within here too, if you have little gifts you want to add to give. So you could also, it depends on the color paper that you choose, you could also write on the back if you need to write some more greetings on there. So let's go ahead and create this. And I'm going to give you those measurements once again. So now that you guys could hear me, that is great. So for the base of our card, we're going to start out with a measurement of, I'm going to be using the white cardstock. And that is measuring 5.5 by 4.25. And I am going to be using the polka dots with the green. Since I had issues with the color green showing up, I said, let me go ahead and use some green and make sure that's showing up okay. So I'm gonna add that to the white cardstock. So I'm just gonna add some multi-purpose glue to the back of this. And we're gonna center this, make sure the white edges are nice and even. And if you guys have your silicone mat, something to put underneath once you're using glue to protect your surface, go ahead and use that. So next we're gonna need 2 squares, 2 layers. You have a bottom, I have a white piece. This one is measuring 3.5 by 3.5, and then my top layer here is 3.25 by 3.25, and we're gonna cut those on the diagonal side to create that little triangle to create the pocket. So I'm gonna bring my trimmer in. And we're just gonna take this, and you're gonna put this right in the track of where your blade is going to be. So 1 point up here, 1 point right down here. See if I could get that lined up. You're going to close that down and go ahead and cut that. And then you have your two pieces. And we're going to do that for the white piece too as well. We're going to line that up, the corners, right there in the track of the blade. Close that down and then cut. Alrighty. Are you guys still hearing me okay now that I am doing the craft section? So what we're going to do is we're going to add these together. You could use this to create a second pocket card. And the earlier one that I did, I add two of them to the one card, okay? So let's glue those two together. And if you want, you could alternate and put it on the opposite side too. You don't have to use the same pattern, okay? You could mix it up. And again, we just want to center that, make sure the white is evenly showing around the edges. And we're just bringing that base. So this is going to be right here on this edge, okay? So we want no glue to be on this side because that's where our pocket is going to be. So we're just going to put glue on along this side and then the bottom side. And I am just going to put just a little strip of glue. Sometimes my hand could be heavy-handed when it comes to glue. And then we want to line that up with the designer series paper right along that edge. So I'm going to just go ahead and put these two pieces here together while I'm at it. So is any late birds up tonight? Besides Jawanda? All right. So what I did earlier with the earlier card, I added this to this section. So you could do that too as well if you would like. But I'm going to leave this off for now. I believe, let's see what I would like to do. I may add it. I'm not sure yet. So next, what we're going to do for insert. So I have a white piece of cardstock, and this is measuring 3 1/4 by 8 1/2, and I scored it down the middle at 4 1/4. So you just want to fold that in half. I'm going to take my bone folder and give that a nice crease. Then I have some designer series paper on this one. So on this, I'm going to use the opposite side to add to that. This piece here is measuring 3 inches by 4 inches. All the measurements I'm giving you are in inches. So let's line that up. And I'm going to have a little piece of scrap paper. I'm going to add a sentiment to that. I'm going to use the happy birthday sentiment. And when you're using your photo Palmer stamp set, we always encourage you to use a little pad underneath so the imprint could come out nice and crisp. So I'm going to use that blue within here, and we call that Bermuda Bay. So I'm going to use that color on the sentiment happy birthday. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that up. I just want to make sure that's that I don't have ink outside of those letters. And you always have two sides of a paper if you make a mess or mistake. And the first side, you could just flip it over and use the other side. So let's see here. I'm trying not to get my head in the view. Okay, not bad. So next to the bottom, I'm going to just stamp right here, happy birthday, hope it's sweet. So they have a smaller sentiment. And I'm just going to try to line this up on my block so it's nice and even. So with these photo Palmer stamps, they're like just so flexible. It's easy to get your wording catty-wonk. Okay, let's see. So sometimes it's good to just stamp on a scrap piece of paper, make sure. And I'm going to put that in our Memento black ink. Let me see, I'm out of view here. I'm just inking this up. And then I'm just going to try to get it right underneath. I want to just bring it down here so I could see a little better without getting my head in the way. Okay. Go ahead and close that up. All right, so then I'm going to add this here to the top of my card. And it's always good, I recommend that you stamp the inside of your card first before you put your designer series paper, just in case you mess up the inside of it. And I didn't do that, but that's okay. Let's see here. I'm not sure if I want to pop this up or just add some glue to that. So I think I'm just going to pop it up. So I'm going to add some dimensions to the back of this and just pop it up. So let me know where you guys are watching from. Like I said, I am in Orlando, Florida. It was a beautiful day today, nice and sunny. I think the highest it was 80 degrees. And I am going to go ahead. I have a scrap piece of designer series paper. I'm going to put this down here. And I'm going to add some glue to this. I'll add it here down to the bottom. And then let's see what I'm going to stamp at the inside. Hi, Vicky. Thanks for joining. I think I'm going to say happy birthday. Hope it's sweet. And I think I'm going to add with sprinkles on top and the inside. So this is a sentiment here. It says with sprinkles on top. I think I'm going to add it down here. And I am going to put my block right on top of that to pick it up. And now I think I am going to use that same blue. Or should I do it in black? I think I'm going to go with black. I am going to go with black. So we're going to ink that up. All right, I almost lost my P over there on the side, but it came out okay. Okay. So that's the insert there. And the ice cream cone that I cut out earlier, I think I'm going to add here along the side. Just to add a little bit, just break that pattern up a little bit. What you guys think? I think I'll have it like that. Just let's see how that's going to look. And you know what I did earlier too is I took my bone folder and I just kind of got in here and kind of make that opening. So it'll be easier to slip this in. Let's see how that's going to look. What you guys, 2 scoops, 3 scoops? What you guys think? All right, let's see, 1 scoop maybe. One scoop looks good. I think I'll stick with 1 scoop. So I'm just going to add a little glue here to the tip of my cone. Let's see. Just need to prime that there a little bit. See, once you don't cover your glue, it gets clotted off. Okay. And you're not using it. So let's see if I could just get a little drip. And then we'll add a scoop of ice cream. And then I'll pop that out with some dimensionals. I think I'm going to add 2 dimensionals to the back of that. And you think we need a bowl? What you guys think? All right, my ribbon fell on the floor. I'm looking all over for it. Let's see how it's going to look with a bowl. All right, I think I'll add a bowl right there. Get me a glue dot. Okay, so I'll just bring in the rest. I hope you guys got creative value from this video, my live video. And I'm glad that you guys could hear me and see me okay. So I'm happy about that. This is take 2. I didn't want to have to do take 3. So these are the pocket cards. I think they're easy to make, very simple, cute, and creative because you could do so many different things with this. Thank you guys for joining me. Let me just pop back on here. All right, so I'm back on. Thank you guys for coming out and joining me. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for leaving those comments. That's going to help me out there. And I'm glad to know that you were able to hear me. And hopefully I'll try to do a live. I'm trying to do this maybe once a week. So we'll see how this goes. You guys have a great evening. And maybe you'll see me again tomorrow in the afternoon or in the evening. And again, it'll be Eastern time. You guys have a great evening and enjoy the rest of your weekend. You guys take care. Bye for now.